here, but I'm not even sure if you can hear that part. I'm going to go ahead and redo it in a minute. Alright, I don't know if you can, I have no idea if you can hear me. If you can hear me, I'm going to do this so I can understand if you can hear me or not. But anyway. So I don't know if y'all heard any of that first part. It wasn't about nothing important or whatever. I was just testing to see if the mic was on or whatever. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. First of all, I'm actually inspired. I'm actually inspired. Um, I'll take the time to just mention, but I'm not trying to promote nothing. I'm new to the group, this group that I'm in, that I'm talking about, Facebook. So I'm not trying to promote that. I don't want to get in no trouble. But I think it's important that I speak up on this thing that we're talking about. And it was supposed to be part of my podcast. It was also supposed to be a talk that I was having. I was to have from my what do you call it? My YouTube, which this video will go on to YouTube because I really want to have this talk on YouTube anyway. And I just started following another woman, and she gives great insight, and she talks about the male role and sexuality and all that type of stuff. So I'm following her. You know what I'm saying? So that's not important. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing you should take from that is that this video will be used in my YouTube. I wanted to do this on the podcast, but I never got around to it. But I saw a post and I was inspired to go at it. So here we go. This is where we at. So a post came up. A guy posted something in a Facebook group, a social media Facebook group. He says something about the women not being responsive to our men posters or whatever. This goes on in every group, believe it or not. It's not just one group. So I'm talking from a perspective of I used to own a group. I was co-owner of a group. I was admin of a group, several different groups, from the type that I'm talking about now, the type that I'm actually responding to, an adult type group, to the black empowerment type group. So, I mean, I've seen this type of stuff. I've seen it, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day where boom groups were big, and Plain O'Shea and roast groups in general, and exposing sluts, exposing hoes, exposing this, exposing that, you know. I've been there, you know, so I definitely understand that part of it or whatever. What I don't understand is the part where the guy tells me that the women are the group. I understand that, and they don't. Basically, what he's saying is they don't have to do nothing. Well, yes and no. I've been there before. I understand that. It's just like you tell me that I can pull a chair for a woman and she don't have to say thank you. She don't have to show no type of gratitude, no type of respect or nothing. I can hold the door for her. She doesn't have to do anything. Now, I shouldn't feel like she's obligated to do anything, but she doesn't have to do anything in retrospect to, the situation or whatever. I feel different. I feel very different about all of this, and this is what I was supposed to be talking about. I've only mentioned it so many times, but I didn't actually speak upon it. You know, it's become a thing, a poison for us men to hold each other accountable because that's what the woman wants us to do, hold each other accountable. I would have done some stuff on my phone, but I don't know what's going on today. My phone's just acting up for no reason. Um, we want to hold ourselves, the men, the women want the men to hold themselves accountable. And men are doing a great job of that. And there's a certain amount of people on YouTube that's doing that too. I can't stand this guy. Everybody want to talk about Uman something. Everybody want to talk about him, but then there's another guy that I can't stand that I was, actually talking about, and then suddenly people start talking about him too. Well, he was never for y'all. He was just try to say that in a nice way. He was a yes man. And I feel like most of the men that are protecting the women are yes men. No, I feel that way because there are not too many coming out like I'm speaking. You see, I believe just like it's only common respect for me to hold that chair. I'm sorry, to pull out that chair, to pull out that chair, to hold that door for the woman. It's also common respect, common grounds that she should just feel, hey, maybe I should, just show a little bit of gratitude. Maybe I should tell this guy thank you or whatever. I'm not obligated to do it, and I hope you don't feel like I'm obligated to do it, but I mean, it's just a common courtesy thing. One thing about us, want to, we don't want to do that. We're overdoing we're so overdoing the holding an accountable thing. We got men going against the men for stuff like that. What are you talking about? What are you talking against me saying that both of us need to do better? What are you talking about? I understand that the women are basically the show. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to groups, okay. Now, when it comes to real life, even so, women have more power and control than even what we speak of and what we say or whatever. I have a son. I have to teach my son that he's not to do certain things and make women feel uncomfortable. And if he does, he should feel the need to apologize. And that's about it. Don't try to explain yourself because that sometimes makes him feel more uncomfortable. I don't know why, but it does. I'm not saying everything I say is right or correct, or whatever. I'm just saying some of it just makes sense. So you really want me to think that the woman can do whatever and not be held accountable, which is a post that somebody else was saying. I don't know where that was. I don't remember because it's been so long ago, but it was being said, that's one thing about us. We're holding the black men accountable. We're not holding the black woman accountable. And that is so true. Yes, it's double standards in both directions. I don't care. I don't care. It's double standards in both directions. You got to admit that. You need to admit that it's double standards in both directions. We need to cut that, man. We need to become better. How can we do better as a society? How can we do better as a team? Because that's really what that is. Men and women working together as a team. It's a balance. So I'm going to teach my son to do whatever it takes to make the women feel comfortable and let their guard down. But I'm going to teach my daughter, because I do have a daughter, it's okay to not do nothing. There's no need for you to show common courtesy. Just the other day, I had a talk with her. Well, I didn't actually verbally talk to her, but we were Instagramming each other because she loves Instagram. We were Instagramming each other, and one of the things I said in my voice message or whatever, I was like, "You make sure you're not the type of woman that don't like to apologize, can't apologize, because it's part of being humble. It's part of being human. It's a part of growing. We as men, we don't do that enough either. Admit when we're wrong. Come on now, we can do better." Before I got fired, I was uh, I was in and out with my manager. We were all at each other's throat. It was every other day. I felt like it was every day, but truthful is, like, it was like every so many days. Like, we'll go 2, 3 days, and then we'll get at each other's throat all over again. Sometimes it didn't last but one day that we were cool. I told him, I say, and he's an elder. He's like in his 60s. No, his 50s or 60s, somewhere in there. He's an elder. I say, man, one thing I like about you, because I'm sarcastic, you don't never come to me and admit when you're wrong, when you find out you're wrong. These other managers, and people tell you you're wrong about me, or I was, in the right place at the right time or whatever. You don't ever come back and apologize to me. You don't ever admit that you're wrong. And that's part of it. You don't have to say you're sorry. You don't have to apologize. Just admit you're wrong. Hey, I was wrong. That's good enough. Because we know, say everybody you made for that. Everybody can't be humble enough to apologize. So then a woman came on and comment also and said that I'm wrong with what I say, because, and this video probably won't get approved by them, But the woman came on and said that I am wrong and that she's there to feel good about herself and whatever because she's been through so much. Okay, we're all here in this group to feel good about ourselves. As a matter of fact, in society, we want to feel good about ourselves. It's what y'all don't understand. I'm going from the group to society, and I keep on mentioning that. We all want to feel good about ourselves. We all want to live our best life. We all want to be cheerful and joyful or whatever. But that's the way you treat each other is part of the problem, or mistreat each other, or don't treat each other. You would expect a man to say thank you if you did something for him or whatever. You expect him to show some type of gratitude and respect. You expect a man to hold the door open for you because that's what he's supposed to have been taught. That's part of being a man. Hey, we can do better, man. That's all I'm going to say in this little segment. I was inspired to make it, but there was supposed to be a longer talk because I'm trying to post this to a group. I won't do that. Um, but it was good that I was able to get back on the mic, for a short time. I've been down for a while here. And like I said on that post, though, let me throw this out at you too. So you can tell me that we're supposed to feel bad or sorry and understanding for the woman, and then the woman has said how she's been through some stuff, so she never. I'm there to feel good about myself too, sweetheart. I didn't have to be. I didn't say, hey, one day I want to be a baby's daddy and have a broken home just like my parents did. Come on, stop that. You are not the victim. A lot of us have been victimized in more than one way. I'm there to feel good about myself too, because I've been called ugly throughout my whole life, including now. I've been called all kind of dumb stuff. My skin was too oily, too dark. All of this stuff. Mentally and verbally abused, physically abused. Come on. Let's stop the nonsense. Let's do better as people. Mankind. Man and woman. Accept responsibilities. And accept your part in where we need to work on as a team. Accept your accountability. Allow yourself to be held accountable for your part